Gab, many are taking it as a done deal that the 2034 World Cup will go to Saudi Arabia. But your old pal, former Inter owner Eric Tohier, might have a different idea.
Yeah, big Eric. How about that? So basically where we are is FIFA have said, okay, when we have rotation, 2026 is going to be in CONCACAF. 2030 is going to be in
Everywhere.
CONMEBOL, Africa, because Morocco get a slice of the World Cup, and Europe with Spain and Portugal. 2034, we're open to bids from Asia and Oceania. Now, Oceania is New Zealand and 9 tiny island nations, so they're not going to do it on their own. Saudi said, okay, we'll do it for Asia. We can do it by ourselves. I think it's interesting and significant. Eric Tohier says, well, wait a minute. There are other countries in Asia. And he's talking about involving Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, Australia. If he's smart, he'll rope in New Zealand so that
of course.
That'll tick FIFA's box and say, look, our bid's the only one where we get all confederations involved.
Yeah.
Oceania has never had a World Cup game, not one, right?
No. Women's World Cup, but not men's.
But
World Cup.
not men's World Cup. So he's going to try this. If he gets the right money, the rest political will about it, I think it's also a challenge within the Asian Football Confederation. Are we all going to get behind Saudi, or are there people going to stand up to him? I would imagine, as we speak, he's lobbying the other big hitters, China, Japan, Korea, the other countries with money in the region who might not be as aligned with Saudi, maybe even Qatar too.
Wow.
Say, hey guys, how about you support us?
UEFA officially confirmed what we already knew, Gabi, that Italy and Turkey will co-host the Euros 2032. But Gab, does UEFA boss Alexander Seferin was not so complimentary about the stadiums in Italy. I mean, at least he was honest.
He was honest. Look, I mean,
apart from Juventus.
Yeah, look, there are other nice stadiums in Italy. It's not just Juventus, but they're not large enough to...
that's what I mean.
Yeah, look, I know why Seferin said this. Seferin said this because if I say the stadiums, okay, you can have it, but you have to upgrade the stadiums, then... And he says then the government, I think he also said then the government needs to get involved. This is an age-old thing. Obviously, you want the government, puts the government under pressure to get involved and spend money on these stadiums. Hopefully, there's 2 strong projects already in place to build stadiums in Milan and in Rome. And then you throw in, the Juventus Stadium in Turin, which is ready. Then you're at 3, and then you kind of see if you can find 2 other ones.
So you've got 9 years.
9 years, yeah. Now, the big thing for me is these are club stadiums, right? The modern game, and we've seen this. We've seen this in Russia. We've seen this at, certainly saw it in Qatar. We saw it in Brazil even, and we saw it in South Africa, right? Last 4 World Cups. How many of those stadiums are legit club stadiums? Not many.
No.
Not many. I don't know. When governments build stadiums, they build stadiums for major competitions. It's sponsors, it's this, it's that, it looks shiny, and then it lies empty. I don't know if the government's business should be building stadium. I would like the private sector to do that. What the government can do is they can remove a lot of the red tape.
Yeah.
And I think it's important that they do that. But whatever they do should be based upon what is right for the football club that's going to own the stadium and that's going to play in the stadium, not for the 3 games at Euro 2032. I think that's absolutely critical.
Yeah, definitely.
More rubber stamping from UEFA, Jules. Euro 2028 has been confirmed as the United Kingdom and Ireland. It'll be the first Euro played across 5 different nations. See what I did there?
I see what you did there. Well, I'm more interested because we knew this was going to happen. Obviously, all 5 nations who are Europeans.
Mm-hmm. Well,
but no, but
yes. They're all UEFA members, yes.
So usually you qualify straight away when you are the host of the competition. Like Germany, for example, now, you play friendlies, but you don't play qualifiers. However, they might have to play qualifiers, right, in 2028, because you can't just all say that they all qualify. Is that right?
No, they should all qualify. We should have.
But I like the qualifiers.
What?
I like qualifiers for teams, even if they're hosting.
Yeah, but then what happens if they don't qualify? What happens? Something happens and Scotland don't qualify or whatever.
Well, the Scots can still watch football even if Scotland is not
involved. They probably would still watch football.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I just like that. Sometimes I've never really understood why just because you host it means you deserve to be in it.
No, it's because you generate enough money from local sponsors and stuff like that. And it would be pretty cool. Like, if you're Northern Ireland, think about it, right? You're Northern Ireland. I'm assuming Belfast is gonna if you go into qualifying for whatever reason you don't qualify, right?
I know.
Who's going to go to Belfast to watch a game between Moldova and Poland? I guess all the Poles will live in
But
Ireland.
even if Northern Ireland qualify, who will go to watch Moldova,
Well, the people
Poland,
from Northern
in
Ireland
Belfast?
would go and watch those
But
games.
they still would do, even if Northern Ireland was not qualified.
I don't know.
Because they would still get it, even if they were not qualified.